Hi there, my name is Leslie Smith. I'm the owner and one of the instructors at LT Smith Consulting. I wanted to make a recording today to kind of show you around the Zoom application that we're going to be using for most of our meetings in our classes. So just to get us started, leading up to the start of the class, you'll be receiving several emails from the instructor with instructions on how to get started in the class, one of which will include a Zoom meeting link. You may also receive a calendar invite from your instructor that you can accept that into your calendar, and that link will also show up in your calendar. So to first join the meeting on the meeting day, you'll want to click this Zoom meeting link. Once you do that, it'll open up a separate tab here and give you a couple of different options. Now, I recommend that you choose to download and run the Zoom application. There is an option to join from your browser, but that just doesn't have as much functionality. So downloading and running the Zoom application is definitely what we recommend. Once you do that, you can just press Open Zoom, and your Zoom application will automatically launch you into the meeting. Some of your company computers might block you from downloading the Zoom application. If you're facing that challenge, then I recommend using a personal computer to join our meetings. So once you click into the meeting, you'll see something like this that'll give you an option to join without video or join with video. We recommend that you join with video. Video and audio participation are required for all of our meetings so that you can actively participate and we can make sure you're getting what you need out of the class. So you're going to choose join with video. Then you'll see this little spiral come up, and this means that your meeting is connecting to the host meeting to let you in. So I'm logged in over here on another computer as a host. And so now this has notified the host that I'm trying to get in. So as the host, I'm going to let myself into the meeting, and we'll see what that looks like. There we go. So there's our meeting room. You'll see another option pop up here that is asking you what kind of audio you want to use. I recommend joining with your computer audio, but there is an option to dial in if you're having trouble with your computer audio. So I'm going to choose join with computer audio. Now, once I log in, I can see that my microphone is connected, and just for the purposes of this recording, I'm going to click that mute button so we don't get too much feedback. Okay, so you can see I'm here, I'm logged in as a participant over here, and I'm logged in as a host over here. So this is what it'll look like when you get into the actual meeting room. Now, like I said, the mute button is right over here. This is also where you can choose which microphone you're going to be using. I'm going to turn my video off over here so it's not too distracting. There we go. So if you are having trouble getting your microphone connected, this is where I would point you to make sure you're using the correct microphone. And then throughout the meeting, you can just really simply click and unclick that to unmute your microphone if needed. Now, as far as your audio hardware goes, you can see I'm using a headset that has a built-in microphone. This is what the recommended setup that I would recommend for our meetings. You can use like earbuds and a microphone embedded in your computer or in your laptop. You usually get better quality out of a headset though. And we just want to reduce the amount of feedback that we're getting in the meetings. So test your audio beforehand. You can always contact the instructor if you want to do a Zoom meeting beforehand to make sure your audio and video is good to go. All right, so make sure your audio is set up well. This next button to the right of that is the video controls. So again, you can simply click that and that will turn your video on and off. There's also a drop up menu where you can choose which camera you're going to be using if you have multiple cameras connected to your computer. There's also a fun function here called the virtual background. So this takes a little bit of setting up, but if you've used Zoom before, maybe you can have this already good to go. So you can actually choose different pictures to set as your background in your meeting. There we go. So now it looks like I'm on the Timberline Trail on beautiful Mount Hood outside of Portland, Oregon. All right. So a couple other functions here to show you. This participants button, if you click on that, it'll show you which participants are actually in the meeting right now. This might look a little bit different when you first pop into it because you can move this. Oh, here we go. That's what I was looking for. So this is what it'll look like when you first do it. And then you can use this drop down to pop it out and move it somewhere else around your computer if you'd like to do that. You can also just choose to close that and not have it open. This chat function, though, you'll definitely want to have this open. We'll definitely be using this. And let's see, there we go. That's what it'll look like when you first come in. So this is pretty simple to use. You can send a message to everybody in the meeting, and that's what it'll look like. Or if you have a question specifically for the instructor or need some help from the instructor, you can use this drop down here to just send it to the host. And it'll still come in the same, look like it's in the same thread, but it'll indicate here that you sent it to just the host. Okay, so that's the chat. Also pops out if you want to have it somewhere else on your computer. This is a really great way to chat with the instructor or to give feedback or to have conversations with the other participants in the class throughout the class. The next function over here is the screen share function. This green button right here is how we screen share. Now, for the most part, the instructor is going to be doing screen share, but you may also be put into small groups where you'll be using the screen share function. For now, I'm going to switch over to my host login and show you what that looks like when the host actually shares their screen. So I'll stop the video on the participant, and I'll start the video on the host. So there we are. There's my webcam for the host. And then when the host screen shares, you'll see the screen share option come up. You can choose what you want to share, and then you just simply press share. And then you'll see whatever the host is trying to show you on their screen. So, for example, this is the my website, ltsmith.consulting, and this is going to be kind of our home base for all of our classes here. Okay, so anything that I click on my screen, you will be able to see what I'm showing you. You also have some video options on your screen. So right over here, these functions right here, you can have you can have the video of just someone who's talking. Right now I'm muted on both of these, so no one's talking technically. Or you can just have a picture of the host, or you can have everybody listed out here. So there's some options there as well. Okay, let me stop my screen share. There's also some video functions within the meeting that will be helpful for you. Right up here is what I'm talking about. So right now we're in speaker view. So what that means is that, we're in gallery view. And what that means is that I can see videos and faces of everybody that's in the meeting right now. If you click speaker view, then that just takes you to whoever's actively talking right now. So for example, if I was to unmute the host, that's what it would look like. Or I can have myself talking as well in the participant view. Okay, so just a couple of options to toggle back and forth. I like the gallery view so that we can see everybody's faces and see everyone that's in the meeting. Okay, we also have a reactions button here where you can give some reactions to the instructor, like claps and thumbs up and that kind of stuff. The chat also has reactions options, the participants has reaction options here if you want to give some feedback that way as well. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is the breakout room functions. Not all of the classes are going to be using this function, but if you do end up in a larger class, we usually use them with our larger classes, and I want to show you how to use that function. So over on my host login, I'm going to start our breakout rooms. Once those are started, the participant view will come up, or you on your screen will come up with a box like this that says, hey, the instructor wants you to join a breakout room. For this case, we only have one breakout room because I've got one person. So it's going to join breakout room number 1. And you just click join breakout room. And once you click that, you'll kind of exit the main meeting and it will open up a new meeting that's just your breakout room. Okay, so here I am in my own breakout room by myself right now. So you can see I'm in breakout room number 1. If there's other people assigned here, then you will also be able to see them. We've got the same functions here. We've got chat, we've got participants, so you can still use the same functions. The screen share will be important here as well. I'm going to let the host come in here so that we can see what that looks like when there's another person here as well. All right, there's the host. I'm going to click that gallery view again so we can see that a little bit better. But so now I'm in my my breakout room with my 2 people, and we're going to be doing whatever task the instructor prompted us to do. When we're done, or if we just need to leave, or here's a button we can ask for help as well, and that will send a message to your instructor to come help you. And you can just leave the room when you are done. So you're going to click leave room, leave breakout room, and that will bring you back to the main session. And we're waiting for the host to come back. All right, and here we are back in our main Zoom meeting session. If I accidentally click out of my breakout room and I need to go back, you can see now that the breakout rooms have started, there's this option here that says join breakout room, and I can just click that and go back to my breakout room. Okay, I think that's all the basic functions of Zoom that we'll be using for this particular class. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful, and please don't hesitate to reach out to your instructor if you need some help getting started. All right, thanks everybody. Bye-bye.